you know how to end a video, Shea?
No.
Oh, I had to teach Billy.
Oh yeah, keep making money.
But we good? Ready to go?
No, let's do it.
Let's rock out.
Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to another Long Crack video. Today I'm joined by Shea, and you guys know Billy.
How you doing?
We're gonna just talk about what it's like to work at Loyal Green, maybe a little bit about switching to the percentage pay system, how these guys liked it. I get a lot of flack for doing that. And then also maybe just a handful of our employees over the years. Shea was actually the very first employee, and then Billy was almost one of the last employees, probably last five. Well, actually, when you came back, but I don't know. Never mind. You've been.
No. When I came back in 2015, I was like the last one to stick around and move into being a crew leader. You know, there was the Tyler guy that worked for a little while, but he was gone quick, and so we had a couple people come and go. But sticking around was me, and then I got Brandon hired, and so he technically was the last.
Yeah, he was definitely the last employee. So. Heck yeah. Okay, so what was it like? Did you have an enjoyable experience working at Loyal Green?
Oh, of course. It was good schedule. Made good money. There was definitely days when this guy right here was not happy with stuff, but I think Bill can back me up on that one.
Hey, I really like gained control of my temper about 2015 or so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When we started to downsize, when we figured out what was the money makers and what didn't make money, which brings into the point of the employees that we had.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
But definitely was a good guy to work for once he really figured out what made the money and didn't make the money and trimmed the fat with employees. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about working for Loyal Green. It was definitely a good experience. Met a lot of good customers and people.
Like your current employer?
Like my current employer.
There you go.
He brought me on when Ryan sold, because I was butting heads with the people that bought Ryan's company. But definitely nothing bad to say about Loyal Green at all.
Heck yeah. That's what's up. What do you think, Billy?
Well, I was gonna say that in 2015 when I came on, we were still doing, I think, hourly for that year, right?
I think so.
We were at hourly.
Right. So like I had minimum experience. I had been out with you guys in years past, maybe like for a total of 4 weeks, maybe, or something like that.
Right.
So when I started, I didn't realize that I was gonna like it as much, but it did take me a while to get comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I worked with a few people in the beginning. I think I went out with you like one day, and then you were like, here you go, and you threw me in with like, you know, another crew leader, and then
I tried not to do that.
well, yeah, but with me and you, it's different. I'd been there before.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't my first day. It was like...
And I knew you had a brain in your head from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know?
you just got to figure it out.
Not everybody can cut grass.
That's a big misconception.
No.
Everyone always says, oh, yeah, anyone can cut grass. Not true.
No.
It's not true. It takes a bit of dedication with the heat and the time that you have to work.
And patience with training new people on how to properly cut a yard in a non-time consuming manner.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's one thing to know how to like operate the equipment and cut the grass, trim it, edge it, blow it off, leave it looking nice. And it's a whole nother thing to do that and do it in a timely fashion where you're actually making money doing it.
Right.
So that's freaking big step right there. Like, there's a big difference.
Right.
But heck yeah. So, like, I'm a huge performance pay, like, advocate, if you will. I don't know. I think, especially the lawn care and landscaping industry is just set up very well for that pay system to work. It encourages, productivity, basically. So then the employees get compensated based on, basically revenue that they're bringing into the company. So the more money that, the employees are generating for the company, they get to keep more of that money on the performance pay model. So both of you guys had, been employed at Loyal Green on the hourly system, and then we switched to the percentage pay. Like, what do you think? Like, you experienced both. Did you make more money doing it one way than the other way? Did you enjoy one more? Did one make more sense to you guys? Like, what do you guys think from like an employee perspective?
Let me
on the
start this
performance
one out.
pay?
Okay, because this is where I was headed anyway. When I was saying before, like I started on hourly, and
Right.
then I didn't realize how much I was going to end up liking it. But then next year, when me and Shea started working together, because Shea turned into a crew leader, and I went out with him, and then we went to percentage pay. That's when it went from I like this job, it's a good summer job, to I never want to stop doing this. And both of us had that feeling because, I mean, there'd be days where you push us kind of hard or whatever. Maybe somebody didn't finish what they were supposed to, and me and Shea would go and do it or whatever. But then instead of an extra 15 or 20 bucks for your hourly wage,
Right.
we would get the percentage off of what we cut. So the longer we stayed out, the more we made. So it became apparent to me real quick that if you're on an hourly wage, there's a top out. You can only work so many hours in a day, right? Even if you cut 100 yards, it doesn't matter. But if you're on a percentage, the more efficient you are, and the faster you can get the route done, and movement, and just all of that matters. So you want your crew leader and the people in the truck to feel that, like they need to know that if they can do things faster and move on faster, they're making more money.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
So that's when it went from this is a job to this is my career, I never want to stop. For me.
Nice. I love it. What do you think about it?
The hourly rate was good, because you knew you were going to get overtime with as many yards that we took on in one single day. You knew that you were going to get the overtime, but once we moved to the percentage pay, it was like, well, I did 15 yards in 10 hours, but now I can do 20 in 10 hours, and I'm going to increase my pay by probably 50 to 80 bucks a day just by busting your ass a little bit more, because you knew that percentage pay was higher than your previous hourly wage. So I think the percentage pay was hands down way better than the hourly wage.
It just changed things. It invests you. You know what
Correct.
I mean? So when you become invested and you can see a difference in your pay and things like that, like you want a couple more yards.
Right.
Why would you not want to?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing. So I think you have to have enough volume for the percentage pay to necessarily work for a company.
Right.
If they barely have enough launch to keep the crews busy, the percentage pay, you could possibly make the same amount of money or even maybe a little more in a shorter period of time.
Yep.
But it was really nice for like Loyal Green had borderline too much grass to cut.
Yeah.
Like it was always an
Yeah.
issue trying to get all the grass cut every week.
So we might have to go out on Saturday, but we would get paid very well for that Saturday
Right.
because
Right. So this is kind of like some guys that comment on the videos or on Facebook or something like that. Like when I say the crews, a 2-man crew would go cut $1,000 worth of grass a day.
Oh, we did that easily. We could. Do
I'd
that
say
easily.
me and you did that pretty easily, but that is a
It's
little
a
bit
lot.
of a high mark unless you have two people that are invested and know
Yeah.
how to do their job.
Right.
But I guarantee you, I could go pull up the percentage pay records where I broke down, you cut X number of grass today, X dollars worth of grass today on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you got your percentage each day. And every day that week, like when you two guys were together, you're cutting over $1,000. When like Travis and Ethan are together, they're cutting over $1,000. Travis and Joe and Ethan.
Yep.
As long as there's like a really solid crew leader and somebody that was at least pretty decent with the trimmer, with a tight route and lawns priced properly, you'd be cutting $1,000 worth of grass, no problem.
And I feel like we did that in 8 hours compared to 10 hours when we were on the hourly. Because
I don't
we
know.
had-
I think for me and you, like the $1,000 ones, like those days, we had one that we could do in under like 9 hours. But
Oh,
the rest
yeah.
of them, I think they were more like 9-10 hour days for us.
Right.
But
yeah,
still,
but you
that's something
figure
that's
in
totally
drive
fine.
time, and you figure
Yeah,
your
you're
lunch
not-
that you're taking, and
Mhm.
but
yeah,
I mean,
there you go. That's a good point. You're not technically working the whole time.
right.
You know.
Yep. So I think Travis actually put up like a 1,300 plus day. I think that was probably the record for a
That's huge.
2-man crew. But Travis was a beast. So that was
Travis was good.
that was
I didn't work with Travis, but I hear
No.
stories.
Travis
I
was
can't
good.
believe that.
I could.
I met him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could give Travis a run for his money on a good day.
Yeah, for sure.
Be a certain day.
So could Ethan.
Yeah.
I don't know if Joe necessarily could. I guarantee I
When
could.
Joe was in the right state of mind, he could.
Yeah.
That guy could cut
Because
the
there was a
grass.
few days I worked with Joe, and I didn't expect to get as much done as we did with Joe, because with Joe being Joe, and
I mean,
we all know stories of Joe here, but
do you know how to end a video, Shea?
no.
Oh, I had to teach.
Oh
Billy.
yeah, keep making money.
Keep
Ah,
making
okay.
money.
I've watched a few of these.
Until next time, everyone.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Keep making money.
No, I was supposed to be wrong.
All right, man. We're gonna have to cut the hell out of that, man. That's gonna turn.